Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute since I've done a pick a card reading, so I'm glad to be here and to offer this reading today. It's a beautiful day, perfect temperature. Fall's definitely kicking in, but until then I'll actually show you the view. You want to come into the woods with me? Nope. Come into the darkness and the light. Yeah, see that? It's a perfect blend, right, of the dark and the light. Anyways, back to the pick a card reading. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Take a moment, resonate. This reading is how do they feel about you. So, let us begin. I'm going to move this up. Pile 2 is going to go up, and pile 3 is going to go up. Oh, I don't want to spoil. No spoilers. Alright, so pile number 1. Let's see what you got. How do they feel about you? Traveling. Whoop, I'm feeling good vibes. Oh, wow. Completion. Let's see what else we got. Going with the flow. Okay. The devil. Peace and harmony. Inner voice. Wow, look at that. Alright, see what else we got. Miracle of forgiveness. Okay, let's see what else we got. The rebel and the wounded child. Okay, so how does this person feel about you? Okay, well, I feel that this person has a lot of love for you, okay? That's first and foremost. They are really attracted to your inner rebel energy, right? Because you're not like someone who is your everyday person. Granted, no one is your everyday person, but you know what I mean, right? You are someone that does, beats their own drum, and you like to relax. Look at this person. They're sitting in nature, right? They're relaxed, and they live by their own conventions, and so that's with how they feel about you. You live by your own conventions, and so they also see that you've been through your challenges, but you are still seeking and searching for the light. So how does this person feel about you? They feel that you have had obstacles, right? That you were bound to your obstacles, but that you surrendered, and what I feel like this person, they have witnessed you change, okay? Because I feel that with this devil energy, right, they definitely feel that they saw you bound. This devil's almost like he's holding his rib. It's kind of like, it's like this person could have been a Taurus, right? With these horn hooves. Ha, just joking. But this person definitely feels like they've been wounded. You see that? The wounding, the inner wounded child. And so this person was using their gifts, and they feel that you are special to them, right? They're it's almost like they can even hear you in the ether. You guys are really connected. Okay. So when it seems like you had this place of wounding which kept you in bondage to your relationships, and so it's almost like you acted out as a rebel because you decided to go your own path to try to escape the devil because of the wounding that you might have received as a child. And this person can see that, because this person can see you. And this is really, really important, because this person, they feel you because they can see you. They can honestly see you. They don't see a projection of you. They actually see you. Okay. How they feel is that you are integrating peace and harmony into their life. And something might have happened. This double card, for me, represents two different scenarios. One is that they also see your inner wounding and your self-bondage to maybe like codependency in this relationship. They probably see that you or them were codependent, and how they feel is that you might make them feel codependent, or vice versa, or what this relationship transformed. I really feel that, though. I don't feel like there's this devil anymore because of miracles of forgiveness. So This, you are the torch to this person. You illuminate their heart chakra. You illuminate their solar plexus. They want to take action towards you. They want peace and harmony with you, and they want to listen to their inner guidance to take action toward you. They're kind of not necessarily doing it at this time, but they feel that they want to, because they feel that with you, you'll be able to offer them this peace and harmony and this forgiveness of themselves and for themselves and forgiveness of you, which tells me at some point this relationship was more this kind of relationship where they felt stuck and bonded to it because of their own inner wounded child history or themselves. But because of this rebel and his inner rebel, this relationship has transformed. So how do they feel about you? Right now they're going through the flow and they're feeling they're taking everything and listening to their inner voice, and they're not necessarily taking an action toward you just yet, but they're going to be, because one, we got the completion card. Again, they can see you. And not only that, they see you completing the puzzle for them. You are that last piece for them to feel whole and complete. Technically, let me get this out of the way. You should always be whole and complete without anybody. But in the sense of a relationship, the relationship has a foundation, right? And the relationship together that you build will have different pieces. And then once you put all the pieces together, you have a pretty firm foundation relationship, right? So this is the relationship completion. This is the last piece to this completion, because this person's on their way to come and see you. They're coming to see you, and your light is guiding them through all this as they come onward and forward for you, and that is what they're holding. They're holding your light and their light together. So, how does this person feel about you? Phenomenal. They're waiting to just really come and see you. It looks really awesome. Pile 1. All right, let's move on to pile number 2. All right, pile number 2. Let me turn these over. How do they feel about you? Flowering, fighting, exhaustion, death. Okay. Inner power. Okay. Goddess and damsel. I'm laughing because of the duality of this. Okay. So, how do they feel about you? Okay. They feel at this present moment that they have to go within and really feel this relationship and see if the synchronicities are there, and to see if this is the investment. So they are kind of like holding back their truth and holding back at this moment as they are reflecting this relationship, because they are going through this death and transformation. See this beautiful rose, it's coming to life. It's alive, right? Because it's in color. So what's happening is in this relationship I feel has come to a death. And it's really because of these 2 cards here. And not only that, but these 2 cards. So what it looks like to me is that the past, this person and you might have had a codependent relationship, or a relationship that was based off of extremes, right? Because I see that we have the damsel and the goddess, the damsel. So it's almost like you or your partner go through these moments where it's like, I have all the power, I have no power. I have all the power, I have no power. I have all the power, I have no power, right? This constant back and forth. Or the other example is that you could be like this person, right? I have the power and they feel that they don't have the power, or vice versa. You don't feel you have the power, they have all the power. This relationship was a power battle, right? Constant fighting between you and them, which led to a breakdown of exhaustion. Look at that. Green. He's sick with green. Heartbroken. Exhaustion, mental agony over the heart matters. So, how they currently feel, I feel, is that they're trying to cleanse this relationship because you matter to them. And so they're trying to balance this out. They're trying to seek a balance between the two extremes, right? He's trying to center himself, or they, but in this description. And so the death of this relationship had to happen so that the flowering and the nurturing of something new is coming. And I really feel that this person or you is really about integrating. See, like the hair, her hair is dark and white, and it's about, this card is all about integration and the lily, the lotus flower, and it's in a moon cycle. So your relationship might have ended in a moon cycle, and it's probably going to come back in another moon cycle. They're really trying to flower this new beginning with you, and let's see where it's going to go. Yeah, because they feel outside the relationship, and they feel guilty. And they tried to let this relationship go, but they couldn't because something kept bringing them back to you. And without you, their relationship was really, boring. So this transformation had to happen with the Death card. And now, this is karmic too. So in the past life, because this card came up in the sorrow, what this is telling me is that without you, you brought up their old karmic wounds. And so they're really trying to really work this relationship with you and transform it, because this is something you two have been working on for a long time. So again, in the moon, they're trying to at nighttime, they're really thinking about this relationship, and they're really trying to compromise it. At nighttime, they're really trying to figure out how to flower this relationship back with health and balance so that you're able to compromise. And I feel like at nighttime, they're really trying to figure out how to compromise this relationship so that they're not trying to fight. And what they're going to seek is that in each moment, it's going to be different. Let go of the control issues so that they can choose loving you, and vice versa. So what they're really trying to focus on in the moment to moment is to figure out how to compromise so that they can relieve control and allow this love to come in. Okay. Yeah. So really, what this is telling me is that this card is saying to me that everyone in this relationship has to let go of everything and just let it die, so that it's fully transformed. You let go of the deep conditionings that you both have, or perceive what a relationship's supposed to be and who has the power in a relationship, and really just allow the success to come in, okay? Because it's almost like, I know it's a lion here and it's a tiger here, but at the end of the day, it's all about letting your what you truly are, letting go of being a sheep in this relationship. Past beliefs, your relationships have to be like what everybody else has, right? Everyone else has these type of relationships, and you're just standing here like, what the fuck? No, you guys can have your success together and travel. Look at that. Travel the world in your success, because you have to program yourselves from what this is what's supposed to be, what relationship's supposed to be, who's supposed to be in this relationship. How do they feel about you? They feel really, really, really guilty because they let this relationship go, and they know that this is going to keep coming back, until there's a compromise, until that there's this success. But the success is coming. It's just going to take time to let go of let go of control. The control really stems from the conditioning, because really it's all about, this relationship's all about, this is how it's supposed to be. This is how the relationship's supposed to be, because this is how you're trying to reinforce this control. By letting go and surrendering to nothing, the love will be there and the success will be there. This relationship can integrate this all. It's up to both of you to do that. But how do they feel about you? They feel really, really about trying to flower this relationship. They really feel love here, but they just don't know how to get past the fighting and how to compromise it all together. So that's kind of where they're at, and they're tired of feeling, on the outside of things. They really want to let go of this guilt and have this abundance with you. I really feel that, this whole relationship is divinely guided. So you're gonna keep playing around until you get it. So. But I think the fighting is over with, and the exhaustion's over with. I think now it's just about trying to figure out how to deprogram, these outdated belief systems and control issues regarding what things ought to be like, and move forward on to, from the damsel to the goddess. So this person has to own their own energy, and you have to own your, because this is really probably like a twin flamey relationship, so it's like you have to own yourself and own that at times you're the damsel and at times you're the goddess and vice versa. The person, but this is all what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like this because you're two powerful people and a power couple. They don't, people always like, oh, I want to be like in a power couple, right? But at the end of the day, what does that mean? It means that you're both going to have to really compromise and really see yourselves, because when power is involved, power equals control, control equals madness, right? So that's it for pile number 2. Please feel free to comment pile number 2 and see if that was an accurate reading for you. For those of you who chose pile number 2, let's move on to pile number 3. We got, adventure. The world and the miser. Well, immediately I'm just like, oh, I was like, this is great, an adventure around the world. And then it's like, no, this person's too damn cheap. But I'm playing. So let's see what we get for the rest of the cards before I jump to conclusions. The world, we have the world card twice. This is great. Okay. Move your body. Prayer. Spiritual support. Oh, okay. Trickster and the warrior. How does this person feel about you? One word, confused. This person is very confused about you. Okay. They are surrendering themselves to prayer and spiritual support to get the answers, right? To see who you are to them. Because they don't know if you are tricking them or you're just someone that comes off very strong to them. So it's like 1 minute they feel this intensity from you, but they're like, wait a minute, like, who is this person? I don't know if I can trust them. Can I trust this person? Because this person really wants to move towards an adventure with you. I know it says move your body, but I mean, that's what they mean by move your body into that train, to that airplane, right? To get on over to meet this person who is connected to their, inner child, it looks like, and this person means the world to you. You mean the world to them. And they don't necessarily want to lose you. Right? They're holding on to you just as much as they're holding on to their damn pentacles because they cheap. But really though, you mean tremendous a lot to them, amount a lot to them, a lot, right? Amazing, holding on. But they're really trying to figure out who you are. They know in their inner hearts of hearts that you're someone that means a lot to them, and they want to actually go and see you. You might be at a distance, what I feel is in this relationship, and that's what's actually causing all this issue, because they're trying to gather the spiritual support to maybe have the courage to come see you or whatever, to have this adventure with you. But what's stopping them is they don't trust you fully yet. They're holding on to you. They don't want to let you go, but they're also holding on to something else. Let's see what they're holding on to. Uh-oh. They are holding on to another card. They are holding on to something in the past. Because of the eagle's looking down but looking back, and she's kind of there pregnant and chilling with the earth and stuff. And so this might be a past relationship, okay? And so what they're holding on to is that they have a past relationship that isn't done yet. They kind of want to soar away from this relationship. They just want to get up and go, right? They let these cycles of this relationship come and go. The relationship started rocky, and then it got better, and then it went back to hell. And it's going to keep going round and round and round and round and round and round, right? But they still feel like there's something there because they're caught up into this cycle. And so every time they're ready to get up and soar the world, right, to go see you, they look down and back and they realize they can't leave this situation behind, so they're holding on to it. So they're looking for spiritual guidance, spiritual support to figure out which direction they're supposed to go in, because they are confused as hell, like I said at the beginning. Because they do have this innocence about themselves, and they see you celebrating in life, right? And they see you as this person that has all this abundance and fun, and they feel like they're missing out on that as well, and missing out on that experience that they could have with you. They're aware of this connection with you, but at the same time, they're suppressing themselves right now from it because they're holding on to whatever this is over here. But they know that at some point, if they don't participate, then this relationship is going to have its natural course of ending, and they're receptive to that, which would leave them alone. Oh, wow, look at that. So it's like they're trying to go to you, but they feel alone, but they see your energy and your light that you bring to them. It's like you entered their world and you like illuminated that shit, right? But at the same time, they don't want to let go of whatever they have over here because they have to be patient. They're trying to see what's going on over here. And so they're seeking guidance from their angels, right? To situate themselves so that they can probably see which way to take. They want to complete the cycle, right? The world card's about ending cycles and completing cycles. Because they're really... Wow, look at these two cards. Experiencing projections with source. This screams to me outright twin flame, mirror, mirror, right? Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? The universe is guiding this relationship because it's you. This person is you in a different form. And it's going to take time for this person to build up the courage to be this rebel, to see that you're their mirror, and to have this intensity towards you. It's there, but they're going to have to break through and really understand what this connection is with you so that they can soar and not cling to this past, because the past is this over here and it's never going to end. It's like an endless loop of cycles. And if they don't go to you and they stay in this, they're still going to feel more and more isolated. This card is like reversed, so it's like they are not mastering this yet. They're working on mastering it, but right now they're postponing themselves from their what they really truly want. They're postponing themselves because they're trying to get the guidance to figure out what to do about the situation over here. They want harmony with all the situations going on with their hearts, and they're trying to trust in the situation with spirit and source for this change. They're not ready to make this change yet because it's a burden to themselves, and going to you is a burden because they're going to have to really tune in and change who they are. Not change who they are. I take that back. They're going to have to change this outdated belief system that they have, okay, inside their mind. Wow. And comparing themselves and you and the relationship to other people, or it's going to drive them mad. But they really want this sharing with you. They want to offer this to you. But it's going to take a long time around. So how do they feel about you? They're conflicted. As you can see with these cards, they're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They don't know if they want to be able to go with you or to be with them. They see you as someone that's a warrior. That means you've survived, and they know that you can survive with them or without them. You know, they don't know if you're playing this trickster role with them or not. But at the end of the day, they really want to be with you, I think. But no, not that I think. I really feel that. But the thing is that they might just stay. What happens if they stay over here? They're going to gain maturity, but things are going to slow down. And their creativity is going to slow down. And the dream is going to slow down, right? And it's going to cause them to come back anyways. It's like if they stay over here, they're eventually going to have to go around and around into the suit. Like, until they really, wow, they're going to get really to a place of bitterness until the tower comes. So, life is about your choices, but at the end of the day, this person over here is gonna, if they take the long way around, there's eventually gonna be the tower moment. But regardless of it, it's not about them in this situation. How do you feel is the question I'm gonna pose to you. Do you want to wait for this person? I mean, this person is you. So what I would say is that the more work you do on yourself and see that you're abundant within your own consciousness, then I would say that then you don't have to worry about the face that you behold. So really, it's about knowing that you are and this person are mirrors, and that there's definitely this abundance, but you have to also let go of any tricksters and masks you wear with them as well. This relationship's full of masks. They wear a mask, you wear a mask. You're mirroring each other. Let it go. There's something in your past over here too, in your reality. Flip it. Just to see where it's going. Go to where your calling is, and trust in yourself, trust the universe, because the universe is you. So ultimately you decide where you want to go with this one. But how do they feel about you currently? Confused. How is it going to go? You decide. Basically, you decide. You always did. You always will. All right. Thank you for watching pile number 3. Please tell me how this reading was. Please comment below. All right. Take care.